With the recent legendary hunt event in Apex Legends, there are some new skins that you guys can unlock in game. Some of them are a little bit more difficult, some of them are a little bit more easy, but in general, this video is going to be telling you guys how to unlock the new skins in Apex Legends and complete the challenges easier as well as faster. Without further ado though guys, let's get into it. Yo, what is good? My name is Crazy Pie. Like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about how to complete the new challenges. Some of them are a little bit more difficult than others, such as the longbow skin, which is you have to actually the triple take, my bad, sorry, where you basically have to complete 2 wins in a game, which can be kind of difficult for newer players. So in this video, we're going to be teaching you guys how to complete these challenges easier, as well as in the fastest amount of time as possible. So getting right here, the actual skins that you can unlock without having to buy the battle pass is going to be the Bloodhound skin. You're basically just going to have to place top 5 in a queue 5 times. The triple take skin, like I said, you basically just have to win 2 games. The G7 skin, you have to finish in the top 5 in an elite queue lobby. Basically, an elite lobby is the new game mode. You basically just have to place in a top 5 game in a regular game. Then you'll have access to the elite lobby. Basically, to get this skin, you just have to come in the top 5 in that elite lobby. And then for the actual badge, you just have to place top 5 in any game. And then you can earn a streak for your badge for your player card, which you just have to get by coming in top 5 in the elite queue. That's just a general overview of all of these skins and how to complete the challenges. But how do you complete these challenges in the best amount of time as well as easiest? So the first one I have for you guys here, and the best order in my opinion, is you want to go for the Bloodhound skin first. Basically, this one will take the longest amount of time because you have to play 5 games and you have to end up coming in top 5 in those 5 games. It doesn't have to be in a row, which is good, but all in all here, what you actually have to do is, what I recommend you guys doing is to basically, if you're going to go for the Bloodhound skin, you can easily do this with the G7 skin, because the G7 skin also allows you to have to come in top 5, but in an elite lobby. So when you're playing, the first top 5 you guys should be going for is in a regular Apex Legends lobby. This will get you your first top 5 for Bloodhound, as well as this will get you your badge for the elite queue lobby. So you get your badge, you get your Bloodhound, one of the items for the skin, which is good, and then you will also have access to the elite queue, which will give you access to get the G7 skin. But coming in top 5 isn't really that easy, and it sounds a lot easier because in these elite queue lobbies, everyone is so much sweatier and it's a lot harder. So I have actually compiled a bunch of tips for you guys to help you guys come in the top 5 almost every time. You know, sometimes it does come down to luck because this is a battle royale game, but the first tip I have for you guys is to play aggressive at the start and slower in the end. This will ensure that you get the most amount of loot in the beginning of your game, simply because you will have eliminated more people and you'll be able to take their loot, put it on yourself. You'll be able to get some better armor in the beginning of the game, but make sure that when you are trying to, you know, push people in the beginning, you actually have good gun and a good loot. So you have a little bit of ammo for your gun, a little bit of armor, just the essentials, because you obviously don't just want to push them with a Mozambique. Try to land, you know, on the corner of a hotspot. I made a video about this yesterday for the elite queue lobbies, but honestly, try and just push as much people as you can in the beginning, because you don't really want to have a boring game. You don't really want to land at like the bottom of swamps or whatever. So just try and have a little bit more fun in the beginning. And every single heal that you find, I would recommend that you take, because the very first, if you guys are watching on stream yesterday, the first ever Apex Elite Q game that I was playing, we had like no meds. Alright, like it was just ridiculous. There was no meds. I don't know if they reduced the amount of meds that spawn, but they did increase the amount of loot on the map. But for some reason, we just couldn't find any meds. So be sure to take as much meds, as much shield batteries, shield cells as you can. Trust me, you're gonna need it. Now the next tip to come top 5 is to rotate slowly after. So if there's only about 10 squads left after you've pushed, you know, the other squads, the other 10 squads, once there's only about 10 squads left, this is generally the time that you want to start to focus up and play a little bit more slowly. You know, try to not rotate into heavy areas. You know, if there's only 10 squads left, try not to rotate, you know, too much into Skull Town, too much around into Bunker. Try and rotate around to just like general dead areas so you don't get third party as much, but also try and rotate with the high ground so that if you do end up finding a squad, you will be able to have the high ground, like on a cliff or on a hill or on a building, so you will be able to have a bigger advantage in the gunfight. Because in the top 10 squads, this is the time where you want to try and be as conservative and as slow as you can, not in terms of camping, but more so in terms of playing it smart part in your gunfights so you can have a progressive advantage. Literally, if there's only 10 squads left, you just want to try and play the time game, you know? You just want to try and wait it out for those final 5 squads to die so that you can become in the top 5, because at the end of the day, you don't necessarily have to win in order to get the Bloodhound or the G7 skin or to get a streak for your badge. All you really have to do is come in the top 5, so just try and play it slow, play the time, and just try and stay alive, and don't rotate too heavily, because you don't want to rotate and get third partied in the middle of an area. You know, just try and loot up, try and get the best loot so that you can survive. Now from this point, if you have made it to the top 5 and you have been playing it a little bit more slowly and just letting the other teams fight each other instead of fighting you, you know, you're not really getting involved, now you should hopefully be in the top 5 spot, and this is where you can actually go ahead and get the the triple take skin. I don't know why I keep calling it a longbow. The triple take skin, in my opinion, is going to be one of the harder skins for people to get, because you actually have to end up winning 2 games. And one of these games for me, I won an Apex Elite Q game, so I have a little bit of insight on how to do this easier. Literally, Apex Elite Q games are hard as heck to win, alright? You're gonna have to rely on third parties so much, and it's just, literally, it's a scrim. Like, you're gonna be in a very small circle, and there's gonna be a lot of enemies left on the map, and it's gonna be very clustered, and it's gonna be very hard. So from this point on, once you've made it to the top 5, if you want to go ahead and get 2 of the wins that you need for the triple take skin, the easiest way to do this is basically to just do the exact same thing, but I want to place a lot of emphasis on third partied. Alright, you want to try and third party as much as possible. If you see 3 squads left in the top corner of your screen, this is when you don't want to push. You kind of just want to hold your position on the map, you know, stay in the shadows. Don't camp, because that's boring and that is a little bit scummy, but you want to try and stick to the shadows, you know, stick to the edges of the circle until you hear gunshots. Once you hear gunshots, it's either a 50-50% chance that the other teams are going to be fighting. Now, earlier, 2 days ago, I probably would have said, try and rush them as much as you possibly can. Honestly, when I was playing yesterday in an Elite Q, I probably had the best baited squad ever. I've never been more baited in my life. There was one squad beside us, we were in the pit, they started shooting their guns into the air, and we're like, oh, they're fighting the other team. But guess what? They weren't actually fighting the other team, they were just randomly shooting their guns up into the air, and by the time that we ran around the corner, we saw, oh shoot, there's only 3 people there, we just got baited heavily. So if you guys want to do this, it does work if you're a confident squad. I've never done this before, but it did actually work on me, which I was like, whoa, I just got baited hard. So like, if you want to do this, go for it. You know, you can try and bait the enemy with like a decoy shooting, but it doesn't really matter. So once you hear the other 2 squads, try and push in as much as you can, but make sure you hear a lot of gunshots, right? Make sure you hear a ton of gunshots, because you don't want to get baited like I did. And honestly, please just third party. Like, if you see 2 squads left in the corner of your screen, obviously it's going to be a 1v1, 1 squad versus 1 squad, which is going to make it a lot more stressful and a lot harder on your team in the game. So make sure you third party those final 2 squads. It is very cheesy and scummy, but it does work very well, and you should be able to easily come out on top with the easy W, just like I did with my squad yesterday, because we waited for the final 2 squads to fight, revive each other, and that's when you want to go in for the final kills. But yeah, all you gotta do is do everything I just said twice, and then you should have the triple take skin, and then you should also have the G7 skin if you come in top 5 in an Elite Q lobby. All in all, this should give you about 4 top 5 games, and then all you have to do another top 5 game one more time, which is super easy, and bada boom bada bing, you have the Bloodhound skin. At the end of the day, once you do all of these, every single skin should be unlocked in the Apex Legends challenge board. Honestly, these challenges were kind of fun to complete. They were super easy in my opinion, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because we have some fun, fresh new things to do in the game, and now I don't really have anything to do for the next 2 weeks. Yay! Just joking, but there are new skins in the store, so that will be cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, please feel free down below to leave a like, as well as subscribe to the channel. Instagram link in the description. Thank you for everyone who came out and checked out the stream yesterday. It was a ton of fun connecting with you guys and talking with you guys. It was honestly a blast. I'm going to try and stream again maybe on Thursday. I might try like an every other day type of schedule, or just like every time that I have a free time until the summer, which when though we'll probably be streaming every other day or every day. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully this did help you out. Good luck in getting those skins. Go get those streaks on your elite badge. This is a limited time mode. Get it? Let's go. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, peace out, boys.
You are the Apex champions.